Today on Wide World of Sports, we feature the Kellogg's Nutrigrain Australian Surf Lifesaving National Championships and the Golden Slipper Stakes in a surf and turf spectacular. From Kurrawa Beach on the Gold Coast, we'll battle the break with the superstars of the sport in the Ironman semi-finals. Plus, witness the Iron women put their surfing skills to the ultimate test for a place in tomorrow's final. The real unravels in a desperate race to the boys as we bring you every stroke of the belt race eliminations. And you'll see the sand fly as the sprinters dive for a place in the Open Beach Flags final. Then it's out of the surf and onto the turf for Blue Ribbon Thoroughbred Racing on Golden Slipper Saturday at Rosehill Gardens. You'll see the nation's best 2-year-olds chase a fortune in prize money in the Golden Slipper Stakes. And we'll give you a chance to join the winners in our $5,000 Memorable Moments giveaway. All that and a whole lot more coming your way on a Surf and Turf special right here on Wide World of Sports.
Welcome to Kurrawa Beach and the 1996 Kellogg's Nutrigrain Australian Surf Lifesaving Championships. This weekend we've split the old partnership for our Surf and Turf special. While I've earned a day out at the beach, Max Walker is rubbing shoulders with the racing fraternity at Rosehill Gardens, and he's got a pocket full of money to spend on the big ones. Maxie.
Yes, looking forward to it very much, Kenny. A really big day in the Autumn Carnival calendar. 3 Group 1 races. The Golden Slipper and the Mercedes Classic alone are worth in excess of $3 million in prize money. And let's hope that Kenny Callender and Simon O'Donnell can share some inside information with us. Beautiful day here, 28 degrees, hardly any breeze at all. Kenny, what's it like up there?
Well, one day perfect, next day just brilliant, or something like that. there's been a huge surf running this week here on the Queensland coast. To be heard over the roar of the waves, you need a big voice, and we've got the biggest of them all. Hello to Daryl Eastlake.
Yeah, thanks, Kenny. There's a feeling of great expectation down here on the beach.
Himself, Ken Callender, coming, Kenny.
Thanks a lot, Max. Well, yes, it's the big one today, the Tooheys Golden Slipper, the 40th running of the world's richest race for 2-year-olds. I'm pretty excited, and with me are 2 blokes I'm sure are just as excited, Simon O'Donnell and Shane Dye. G'day, fellas.
G'day, Ken. Why wouldn't you be excited? This is just a great day. There's beautiful weather here at Rosehill. We've got the best 2-year-olds definitely in Australia, if not the world, and it is going to be a ripper day, and our little man's excited and has done his homework, and I'm sure we'll tip a few of our watchers into some winners.
You got him standing up on a box. Do you want to hear him?
Yeah.
Oh, he was the only ruckman jockey I know.
Well, no one knows the Golden Slipper better than Shane Dye. He's had 9 rides in the race for 7 placings, and he's won the race 4 times. Shane, can you make it 5 today?
I've got the job ahead of me, Ken, from barrier 16. There's only ever been 1 horse that's running the money, and that was True Version back in '85. But he's a chance. I'll ride him back, and he'll find the line strong.
What do you like in the race, or what do you think's the hardest to beat?
I think there's 3 strong chances in the likes of Merlin, Clang and Saya. Clang's going to have the race run to suit him. I think there'll be plenty of pace on. I don't like Paint because he's a leader and he won the Black Opal and he's got the job ahead of him. But if he can take a sit off Brave Bulldog and not go hard for the first furlong, he might come into play. And that's the only way he can win the race today. If he leads and goes hard, he can't win.
What do you like in the Slipper, Simon?
Look, a great race. I agree with Shane. If there's pace on, it's going to make it hard for Paint. I think a horse coming from behind will win the Slipper today. A bit similar to Flying Spur last year. The horse I think that may do it is Clang. And I might add, little fellow, he might be coming out of 16. He's got a good chance if that horse hits form and doesn't race as greenly up the straight as it has the last couple of weeks.
Anything else you like particularly this afternoon?
Salius, I think the filly is very difficult to beat. I thought Eureka Jewel could nearly beat her. She's now scratched. I think Salius is the other special of the day.
Anything we should watch from you, Shane?
I think Scenic Royale will be very hard to beat. It looks like a 2-horse race. Peep on the Sly and Scenic Royale. Peep on the Sly will get back, Ken, as you know. Scenic Royale will have a good run. He's the one they've got to beat.
He's been standing up a long time. Cannot.
I like Paint in the Golden Slipper, and I agree with Shane. I think Scenic Royale will run very well in race 2. Back to you, Kenny Sutcliffe.
Simon O'Donnell's got himself a jockey. When we draw
$1 million too, Bear. Now we're close to a start in race number 1 here at Rosehill Gardens. Here's Kenny and Simon with the latest.
Yeah, Max, we just haven't got time for the totes. Both Simon and I like Chlorophyll. She's showing at $3.80. She's the hot favourite. They're about to jump. Here's Johnny Tapp.
With Shame and Golden Apt.
And they're all set for the first on Slipper Day. The gates open, they're off and running, and there is a magnificent start. Light Up the World can't go early. She went straight back to last or second last, and Talander began brilliantly. Bounded out in front of Chlorophyll. Our Marquise is away quickly, is working over from a wide barrier. Just behind those, Vital Consent, followed by Tripping and Star County. Vigil on the fence, straight into a handy posse, and then Bionic Bess, followed by Destruct. A gap to Hippopotamus, and So Keen, and Light Up the World making ground along the fence after a very tardy start. And then Golden Apt, and well back in the field around the first bend is Shame, followed by Ad Astra with Fair Diana last of all as they near the 900 metres mark. And it's Chlorophyll the leader. Chlorophyll by a length to Our Marquise, a length and a half to Talander, who did a good job to get over from that wide gate. She's one off the fence on the outside of Vigil. Further back, Tripping and Vital Consent. Star County 3 deep. Bionic Best saving ground on the fence, followed by Destruct, Light Up the World. Then So Keen, Hippopotamus. Shame is well back with Ad Astra, Golden Apt, and Fair Diana last as they come around the turn into the straight. And which of these mares will be the queen of the turf? Chlorophyll is about 4 off the fence. She's in front over Talander, getting an inside run as Vigil. There's a split between them for Bionic Bess, who's looming up now at the 300. Chlorophyll tackled by Bionic Bess, who burst to the lead. Bionic Bess dashed clear past the 200 over Vigil. His Shame thundering home from a mile back. Oh, Beedman's ridden her with tremendous patience today, and Shame is overpowering Bionic Bess, and the big filly wins it brilliantly. Shame beat Bionic Bess. Destructors run third, followed by Vigil, Hippopotamus, Light Up the World, Golden Apt, Talander. Chlorophyll knocked up in the straight. She hung today, though. Then Our Marquise, Ad Astra, followed by Fair Diana, well back Star County, and then Tripping and Vital Consent, and So Keen pulled up with the tail enders in the Novotel, Queen of the Turf.
Yeah, no doubt about the winner, Shame, and if you've backed her, she's going to pay $7.40 and $2.60. Number 6 was second. Bionic Best will pay $2.50, and number 9 third. Destruct will pay $6.80. That's Shame in the cerise colours, just grabbing Bionic Best, or to use a racing cliche, in the shadow of the post. And victory to Darren Beedman on the Johnny Hawks team in the first race, the Queen of the Turf Stakes on Golden Slipper Day 1996. TAB number 4. And there she is there, coming down the centre of the track. Chlorophyll pulled very, very hard today. She was no hope probably at the half mile. The other day when she won the Coolmore Classic, she settled. Today she pulled her head off, hung on the turn, and was a spent force a long, long way from home. Victory today to Shame from Bionic Best. That's Destruct, a stablemate of the winner, in third place. Time for our first break, and then we'll be back with more on this special edition of the Wide World of Sports.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
$7.40 and $2.60. Bionic Best $2.50, and Destruct $6.80. 5,000 fabulous dollars could be yours.
Simon O'Donnell, here they are right now with the latest totes on race 2, boys.
Yeah, thanks very much, Maxie. I think Simon and I agree here. Scenic Royale, Simon, but it's going to be a battle of tactics between the veterans, Mick Dittman and on Scenic Royale, and Larry Elson on Peep on the Sly.
Yeah, it certainly is. I've been taken aback a little bit by Max then. He's called us champions. Last week we were a bit dry and we didn't start off well, but look...
Cop the raps while you get them.
Correct. Peep on the Sly's drawn 6 and Scenic Royale's drawn 5. I think we'll see Peep on the Sly go back through the field and try and have that last crack. Scenic Royale will go a little more on the pace. I think they'll both get a good run. Depends how wide on the turn Peep on the Sly is going to have to come.
Yeah, it'll be a great race. We've gone for Scenic Royale. He'll be the one in front. Peep on the Sly's got to catch him. I hope he can't. Here are the tote prices. They're equal favourites at the moment on the Giddy Goat. Or just as I speak, Peep on the Sly is out to $2.60 and Scenic Royale is into $2.40. Burrito at $17, seems nice odds. $21 for Sky Bow, 30 to 1 chance interval. Bold Chief at $26, Al Farris at $15, Payback Time $9, Clear Sayers at 200 to 1 chance, Master Builder a 50 to 1 chance, and Freemason's Flag a 100 to 1 chance. Back to you, Maxie Walker.
Thanks very much, Ken. Numbers 1 and 2. Keep your eye on there. You're watching Nine's Wide World of Sports on our Surf and Turf special. More in just a moment.
the turn into the straight, and Proud Miss a bit out from the fence, straightened up in front, and the Golden Slipper shows the way at the ledger from April Wonder, followed then by on the outside Grammar Lad looking the big threat to them. Jan's Image getting the run through along the rails, and down the outside Birthday Card's going to be a threat. Halfway down the straight, the rider's gone for the whip on Proud Miss. She's beaten. Birthday Card flashed up on the outside to hit the front, and Birthday Card's in front 50 yards from home, is coming away from them in the Golden Slipper, and Birthday Card hit right out, goes on to beat Proud Miss and Grammar Lad. Then Myrigo follows.
Well, Lee Friedman's beer. If you're wondering about the significance of that, Lee's trained the last 3 Golden Slipper winners, and if he trains 4, Tui's have promised him free beer for life. That's a hell of a lot of beer, and with me is a man who's likely to become a lot closer friend of Lee Friedman, Simon O'Donnell.
Well, it's good. The 1996 budget can now be adjusted because I don't have to pay for a beer again if he can win it today, because I will be hanging off his coattails that close, he'll think I'm a piece of cotton, Ken.
I don't doubt it. Let's have a look at these totes. Peep on the Slide, 260. Scenic Royale out to 260. $16 Burrito, 21 Sky Bow, 26 Interval, 26 Bold Chief, 13 Alfaris. Payback Time keeps firming in now to $7.50. Clear Say 200 to 1, Master Builder 50 to 1, and Freeman's Flag at 100 to 1. Okay, the horses are behind the barrier. Just 1 or 2 to go in. There's Peep on the Sly, the top weight. And both Simon and I see him as the horse and that Scenic Royale has to beat. And of course, the betting indicates that too, Simon.
Yeah, it certainly does. He looks sensational, Peep on the Sly. His last run in the Australia Cup was a good one. It was his, I suppose, his best form run this preparation. It looked absolutely outstanding in the mounting yard. And the horse that you mentioned also, Ken, from the Bart Cummings stable, Payback Time, I thought was outstanding in the mounting yard as well.
Here's nice horse, Payback Time. Well, Peep on the Sly, you've just seen him go in there. He's joined the line. I think they're all in. Let's go to our caller, the best in the business, John Tapp.
Now Freeman's Flag goes up to complete the line for the Tulloch Wine Stakes, and they're all set and ready for dispatch. 2,000 metres. Now where's the clerk of the course going here? He's heading off at the gallop down the track in front of the starting stalls. Clerk of the course is on the course proper, and he went down the track at a pretty good gallop to the crossing at the 1,800 metres mark. There must have been some sort of obstacle there. Clerk of the course is satisfied that all is clear, and they're off and running in the Tulloch Wine Stakes with Sky Bow a shade tardy. One of the first outers, Interval. Alfaris began quickly, and going fast closer to the inside is Bold Chief. Burrito is up there with them in the early part, followed by Clear Say. Master Builder pretty wide early and is being ridden hard in search of the lead. Getting back a bit, Peep on the Sly on the inside of Sky Bow, followed by Payback Time, and Freeman's Flag as last as they go past the mile pole. To the back in the Tulloch Wine Stakes, and Master Builder hunted up and went to the lead over Burrito and Interval. Clear Say on the fence in a nice posse. 2 lengths away, Bold Chief, followed by Scenic Royale. 2.5 to Peep on the Sly. A gap then to Sky Bow, followed by Alfaris and Payback Time, and Freeman's Flag last. And this field is well spread out. Down the back straight at the 1,200 mark, another leader, Burrito, sweeps to the front now over Master Builder. Interval's in 3rd place, followed by Clear Say. Dittman on Scenic Royale's not going to let them get too far away, and he's starting to sneak up now, followed by Bold Chief. 2 lengths away, Payback Time, followed by Peep on the Sly, who's boxed up on the fence now. At the head of the others, Sky Bow, followed by Alfaris and Freeman's Flag as last as they come to the 800 mark. Burrito, the leader, at his girth as Interval. In 3rd place, Master Builder, Scenic Royale within 2 lengths of the lead, followed by Bold Chief. Payback Time on the outside of Clear Say. Peep on the Sly getting away from the fence now. He's about to take off, followed by Alfaris and then Sky Bow and Freeman's Flag as last, and they're bunching up in the Tulloch as they come to the turn. 500 out. It's Burrito, just the leader from Interval, and Scenic Royale on the outside. Dittman's ridden this horse like a dead set stayer, followed by Bold Chief and then Master Builder, Clear Say. Peep on the Sly, taking half an hour to get going. Scenic Royale hit the lead. Payback Time's the first to challenge. He's hit the front. Payback Time. Payback Time takes the lead at the 200. Peep on the Sly, wide out, is starting to work home now. Payback Time, the leader. Peep on the Sly hitting top gear is after him, and Interval is boxing on strongly. Alfaris is barging through in the centre. Peep on the Sly and Alfaris, they hit the line. There's nothing in it, nearly a dead heat. Peep on the Sly or Alfaris, it's a very tight one. Payback Time maybe 3rd in front of Interval from Sky Bow, Bold Chief. Scenic Royale weakened out of it, then Master Builder, Burrito, Freeman's Flag and Clear Say.
Wow, what a finish. Let's try and line them up. Peep on the Sly has definitely hit the front, as you can see, and in the white cap pushing through the middle is Al Farris from the Gay Waterhouse stable. Boy, oh boy, is that close. If anything, I favour Peep on the Sly, but Simon, I'd like to see the longer angle, which we'll get here.
Yes, this is desperately close. We could be looking at a dead heat. We had no luck. We travelled about 3 wide on Scenic Royale. Mick Dipman was basically a victim of circumstances, didn't travel well. This is a fantastic finish, although I just hope for the connections. They're good connections. They've all got their Peep on the Sly hats on, that he might have put his nose in front. Let's just have a quick look.
Right, he's definitely in front there, as you can see. And yeah, he's won. It's official now. We don't need to wait any longer. Number 1, Peep on the Sly, is run first, and he's paid $2.60 and $1.30. Number 7, Al Farris, second, has paid $2.80, and number 8, third, which was Payback Time, has paid $1.90. There's the winner, Peep on the Sly, beautifully ridden by Larry Olsen, as we take a break on the Wide World of Sports.
That's just some of the mayhem we've seen here at Kurrawa so far, but at Rose Hill Race 2, the Tulloch Wine Stakes, here are the divs. Peep on the Sly, $2.60, $1.30. Al Farris, $2.80, and Payback Time paid $1.90. As we said, the Giant Surf at Kurrawa.
Welcome back to this special Surf and Turf edition of Wide World of Sports. Now, if you fancy a bet in race 3 here at Rose Hill Gardens, Kenny Callender and Simon O'Donnell have been keeping the tabs on the latest totes.
We sure have, Max, but before we have a look at the totes, we might have a look at some of the horses, because Salius, the hot pot, is already in the enclosure, and so are a few of the others, parading for this Group 1 Ansett Australia Stakes for 3-year-old fillies. Class lineup, Simon.
Yeah, it certainly is a class lineup, Ken. Salius looks remarkable. Pat Hyland should be congratulated. He's got her looking spot on, you know, for a day that's very important to him. There's $300,000 up for grabs. And not only is the day looking very well, so is Salius.
Yeah, well, we just start to have a look at some of these horses now as they parade before our cameras. There is Salius, lovely filly, and expected to win this. She's Lovely Bay filly by Salieri, who of course was the sire, amongst others, of Shaftesbury Avenue, and of also the horse who just got beaten in the Guineas last week and won the Australian Cup, Saintly, is by Salieri. There's number 2, Alacrity, the New Zealand Oaks winner, Simon.
Yeah, Grant Cooksley's going to be on board, and again, she looks very well, and we've got Grant getting straight into the saddle. Doesn't need a leg up either, just springs up, and on the back of Alacrity. We haven't seen a lot of her over here. Actually, this is her first start. She's come over from New Zealand. Could be a surprise packet.
I made a blue. I better correct it straight away. Salieri, of course, is not the sire of Saintly. Sky Chase is the sire of Saintly. So I've corrected that. Salieri, though, was the sire of Shaftesbury Avenue. There is Isolde. Showed good form in the spring, not going quite as well now. She's by Sir Tristram. The 2,000 metres will suit her, and Simon's mate, the big G Hall, in the saddle.
Yeah, you don't mind him in the saddle. There's a lot of money up for grabs here today. It's a Group 1 event, this Ansett Australia Stakes, and there's not many better men to get on the back of your horse than Greg Hall. He's on Isolde.
Well, there is in centre screen Pontel Lass. Pontel Lass is ridden by John Marshall, and there is Arctic Scent in the lime green colours. Arctic Scent trained by Gerald Ryan. Strikes me as a horse that'll stick on a bit.
Yeah, I think she'll run a pretty bold race. She's by Blazing Sword, and they're probably just starting to show some form in the last 12 or 18 months. I give her an outside chance.
There's a Victorian jockey, Darren Gauci, aboard Hello Dale. Hello Dale, his last start second in the Ranvet Stakes was good, and well, she's a useful mare, and certainly at least a place chance in this race.
Yeah, certainly is a place chance. Again, Darren Gauci on board. He's a guy that can sit on very, very well, and I think it gives Hello Dale a good chance. Lots more to come for the Hawke stable. He's the trainer of Hello Dale later on in the day, of course, with Octagonal.
Exactly right, but let's have a look at these tote prices now, and the favourite is showing very short on the tote. Number 1, Salius, $1.50. I can tell you bookmakers are a lot more generous with the price. Number 2, Alacrity, good odds for a New Zealand Oaks winner, $19, $20 now, just almost out to 21. Pontel Lass is in from $10 to $9.50. The Lions Roar, a stablemate of Alacrity, also from New Zealand, at $11. $21 for Isolde. Arctic Scent could be looking for a touch further at $26. Hello Dale, quite well in commission, $9 into about $8.50. Eureka Jewel was scratched this morning. Nightclub is a 60 to 1 chance, out in now to about $61. Bravo Zulu at $34. Ken Bell at $41. And the bottom two are both at 100 to 1. Military Call and Loves Avenue. Okay, Max, that's the scene from the Birdcage. The favourite at $1.50.
Yes, and that race 3 coming up shortly now. If you follow Ken and Simon's tips, you're in with a very big chance of collecting some cash. Additionally, you can make a phone call and enter our Memorable Moments giveaway competition for a chance to win $5,000. And opening today's list is a golden moment from last year's National Surf Lifesaving Championships.
Ironman Dean Walton here for Luskin Star in 1977. The colt swept everything before him, completing the Grand Slam of the Sires Produce, Champagne Stakes, and demoralised the field in the Golden Slipper.
He's a super colt, all right. He's making an absolute mess of them. Luskin Star careered away, and he's won the Slipper by about 5 lengths to Lloyd Boy.
Glorious day and a big crowd in, and with the final word on race 3 here at Rosehill, Ken Callender and Simon O'Donnell.
Yeah, thanks very much, Max. I'll run through this tote board first, and then we'll get finally Simon's tip. Salius, I think we're both going to tip that. It's odds on, but getting to a realistic price now, $1.80 on the tote. Alacrity into $13. Pontel Lass into about $7.50, $7.60 now. The Lions Roar into $9.50, $21 Isolde and Arctic Scent, $7.50 for Hello Dale. Eureka Jewel is out, 50 to 1 Nightclub, 33 to 1 Bravo Zulu, 40 to 1 Ken Bell, and 100 to 1 the bottom two, Military Call and Loves Avenue. Well, the horses are behind the barrier, just about to get ready. Shane Dye is riding the Lions Roar. I wonder what the tactics are going to be.
Race 3, the Group 1 Ansett Stakes over 2,000 metres. With only 12 runners, barriers of little importance. You have a good run of 500 metres to 600 metres to the first turn. So a horse like Salius out wide won't have any trouble getting across. There's only 2 likely leaders in the race, Military Call and Salius. She's going to be very hard to beat, Salius. I'm on a horse called the Lions Roar. She'll be running handy to the pace and has got a chance. The other likely chance in the race is Pontel Lass. She'll be finishing very strongly.
What do you say, Simon? Salius?
Yes, definitely Salius, Ken. I thought she looked very well in the yard. Pat Hyland's got her looking spot on. She'll do me.
Okay, they're about to jump. Here's John Tapp.
The breeze has freshened considerably at Rosehill, and the infield flags are starting to show evidence of that. Oh, gee, this filly's giving trouble. Ken Bell in the bright cerise colours, pink and green hoops, actually, but a very iridescent pink. Now, 3 or 4 gatemen have got to get behind Ken Bell to give this filly a shunt into the stalls. She's there now, and they're all set and ready for dispatch in the Ansett Australia Stakes. Starter Billy Dale onto his stand. That's the biggest crowd Billy Dale's had in a while over at the starting point. There must be 200 people there. Off and running. Good start in the Ansett Australia Stakes, and one of the first out is Hello Dale. Nightclub and the Lions Roar jump smartly, and so did Alacrity, who's going to lead, followed by Arctic Scent Isolde. Salius's midfield on settling down, a gap then to Pontel Lass, followed by Bravo Zulu. Ken Bell is trapped out deep in the early stages. Getting well back as Military Call and Loves Avenue as last, and these leaders have pulled up, and there's a lot of jostling in the race now. Salius Beedman summed it up very quickly. He was out 3 deep. There was no pace on. He decided to whip around the outside and go to the front on Salius. She's in front now and pricks the ears at the 1400 mark to lead by a length to Ken Bell. Pontel Lass is out 3 deep as they go down the back, followed by Alacrity and Isolde. 2 lengths away then is the Lions Roar. At the head of the others came on the outside Hello Dale at the 1200 mark, and about 2.5 to Nightclub, followed by Arctic Scent, Bravo Zulu, Military Call. 2 lengths away last of all is Loves Avenue. They're on the top top turn at the 1100 mark, and Salius the leader, held together by a length. Pontel last second. In third place, Alacrity. A neck away, Ken Bell. 2 to Isolder on the outside of the Lines Roar. There's Military Call taking off 3 deep, followed by Nightclub, and well back in the field, Hello Dale, followed by Arctic Scent. Second last is Bravo Zulu, and Love's Avenue is last. At the 700 mark, it's Salius. A half length to Pontel last, keeping the favourite busy. In third place, Alacrity, followed by Ken Bell. 3 deep, Military Call, followed by Isolder. On the fence, the Lines Roar with nowhere to go. Arctic Scent about to take off, followed well back by Hello Dale, and then Nightclub and Love's Avenue, and back at the tail is Bravo Zulu as they come around the corner. Into the straight, it's Salius the leader over Pontel last, Ken Bell and Alacrity. The Lines Roar on the fence. Arctic Centre's wider out, followed by Isolder and Hello Dale as they come past the 200. Beedman released the brakes. He stepped on the gas, and Salius put about 4 lengths on Ken Bell, followed by Alacrity. Hello Dale is grinding home wide out. She's running about badly, Hello Dale, and Salius clear. The bolter Ken Bell has run a heck of a race for second, but Salius beat Ken Bell. Hello Dale third, then Bravo Zulu, Nightclub, Isolder, Alacrity, the Lines Roar, followed by Military Call. Well back as Arctic Scent and Love's Avenue, and Pontel Lass has weakened to run last in the Ansett Australia Stakes.
Well, it was a jog trot for Salius, $1.80 and $1.20. As you see, Darren Beedman, as John said, when he released the brakes, off she went. And that was the end of that. Ken Bell, a promising staying filly, gets into second spot, TAB number 11, and she's going to pay a whopping dividend of $6.90 for second. And number 7, Hello Dale, will run third and will pay $1.90. Here's the head on. That's Salius over on the rails, Ken Bell in the pink out in the middle, and wider still in the cerise was Hello Dale. Just too good for them, Simon.
It certainly was, Ken, and the good thing about it is Max called us champions before. As the day goes on, we get better and better and better.
Or save the wraps. Okay, there she is, a top-line filly, favourite for the AJC Oaks, Salius, as we take another break on this special Surf and Turf edition of the Wide World of Sports.
Big surf many, many years ago. Let's take a look at the dividends on Rosehill Race 3, Ansett Australia Stakes. Salius $1.80 and $1.20. Ken Bell paid $6.90 and Hello Dale $1.90 New South Wales dividends.
Rosehill Racecourse, it's Golden Slipper Day, and the highlight is the judging of the Golden Slipper Princess. 10 pretty girls, each from a different racing district of New South Wales, have been chosen as finalists. And the form's so good that the judges might have to use the photo finish camera to pick the winner. But here she is, a lovely young lady from Orange, Mary Aveyard. With attractions like her at the races, the punters don't care if they don't back a winner. But as the girls leave the dais, it's back to the big reason for coming to Rosehill, the running of the Golden Slipper Stakes, a race carrying $50,000 in prize money. And here they come with 2.5 furlongs to go. Keep your eye on Baguette running third on the rails with Royal Show outside him. And watch Baguette bump Royal Show as jockey George Moore forces his way out of the pocket. Baguette races to the lead and goes on to an easy win. Royal Show gets going again after the interference and finishes second just ahead of Melbourne champion Dual Choice. Jockey Langby protests against the winner, but the stewards decide to take no action. George